Let's go through LeetCode 2533. Number of good binary strings for this question. It asks in a range, which is from min length to maximum length, how many good binary strings. So what is a binary string? Is that the length of the, so this is one condition, and it says that it has some consecutive ones of one group, right? So will be multiple consecutive. So for the consecutive one, it need to be the at least those kind of multiplications of one groups. And the consecutive zero should be a multiple of zero groups. So uh, it asks how many good binary string, and we need to mod, right? So take a look at the example. If we want to see the min length from true and max length to be straight, so that means it can compose, for example, one group is one, right? So those kind of one and zero group should have this kind of groups, right? So we should compose our result using these kind of groups. So it can be, for example, 111, right? 100, right? Or 011, or oh, and also the length too, right? 00 in the 1, right? So there are totally five. So we'll see, actually for this one, we're looking for the range, right? So there is one common technique is that we, instead of use the two parameters, we change that to instead of have a min length and a maximal length, right? We just use a max length. So we'll just have helper, for example, max length one group, uh, zero group, and minus helper min length minus one, right? And one group, zero group, right? Doing like this, we can get rid of the one of the condition, which is the min length. Change this to just in the maximal length, how many good strings. And because we want to mod, right? So let's write a private final static int mod equals one underscore. So because we want model, after model, we don't know which one is greater, right? So this make it's possible this will be a negative number. So what we have, we can do like this: result equals this. If result is smaller than zero, we'll just have result plus equal to mod, and in the end, just return result, right? Now, what we want is we want to write the helper. So that is in the maximal length, right? Um, how many good strings? One group, int, zero group, right? So apparently, how many good strings we can see for the the index I, right? If how many good strings it can have, for example, previously that is a one group. So it means we can coming from how many good strings here, right? In a plus one. And another scenario is that in the previous scenario, this is a zero group at index I, right? So we can coming how many good strings from here, right? So that is I minus zero group. This is I minus one group at this index. So we use a DP, and the DPI will represent at index I how many good groups, right? So for every index I, we should add to our result. So let's write code for this. So we are going to have int dp let's use one more index, new int and plus one. So that will have dp0 equals one, right? So what we'll do is that need the int result equals to zero, then for int I equals to one, I smaller than n plus one, I plus plus, right? Then we're going to have if I is uh, greater equal to one group, then we're going to have dpi should equals, because we want to model, right? dpi plus dpi minus one group mod. And I will say if I is greater equal to zero group, then we're going to have dpi equals dpi plus dpi minus zero group, right? So we know this good string can end at any index. So we'll see we'll have result should equals result should add dpi mod, right? In the end, we just return result. So this will be the code. The time complexity, we'll see the time complexity will be O max length, right? Max length, and this is mean length, right? So we'll get a bigger one. So the max length and space will also be O max length. The Python code is let's also write the Python code for this. So it will be we're going to have define a helper, right? Helper we are going to have n, which is int return int, right? So we'll have dp equals 0 multiplied by n plus 1, and dp0 equals 1, right? So and the result equals to 0. What we do is for I in range from 1 to n plus 1, right? Then we'll say if I is greater equal to one group, then we're going to have dpi equals dpi plus dpi minus one group and mod. So also we'll say if I is greater equal to zero group, then we're going to have dpi equals dpi plus dpi minus zero group, and we should also mod. And also for every I, we should have result equals result plus dpi and have the mod, right? And in the end, return result. So then in our main function, let's have result equals helper max length um, minus helper mean length minus 1, right? So let's say if result is smaller than 0, we are going to add a mod. Result should plus equal to self the mod. So we should have a self dot mod. We don't have this parameter yet. Mod equals 1 underscore 0 0. So this will be self dot mod, self dot mod. So this is add self dot mod, right? And in the end, just a return result.